Hello everyone, and welcome back to another week of art. Since this is our last week of art, I wanted to make it fun, but also have a lot of different ways to create. So this week we are going to do something a little different in that each day will be a different topic, and you'll also have 3 different options for how to complete your art. Our big words for today are design, layout, space, size, and perspective. A design is to show how something will be created. Often designs can be used for fashion, as in designing a shirt or a dress. However, it can also be used to talk about the design of a building, what it looks like inside and out. The purpose is that it shows how something will look when it is done. This is similar to layout. A layout is more often used when talking about maps or construction plans, and it shows what the area or building will look like when it is done. Space is about the area. Like, for example, this playground takes up a lot of space in this park. It's talking about how this structure is large within the space of the park. Space is an important art term because the more space something takes up, often the more important it can appear. This is also similar to size. Size can mean large or small, thick or thin. It's all about how big or small something can be. The last term is perspective. Perspective is how you look at something. If a person is looking at something right in front of them, it would be called a linear perspective because we could draw a straight line horizontally from where the person is to what they see. This perspective is important because it is what everyday people would see. Another popular perspective is aerial or bird's eye perspective. This would be like if you were in a plane looking down on a layout below. This perspective is good for creating a map of an area because you can see for large distances, and everything can be broken down into shapes. This is the goal for today's topic, which is about how art can be used to show what our world looks like. Maps and planning designs are something that have been a part of human history for at least 5,000 years. They help us travel to the correct places and find points of interest. Maps were used when sailing across oceans, traveling over mountains, and through countries. They help traders find out where to go to be able to sell their goods to others. Buildings and construction designs are similar to maps, but they are more detailed because they are often of areas that are not as large as maps would be. Construction maps help workers build houses, buildings, and roads both safely and effectively. They can also show what the layout will look like from a person on the street or from above. It's important to make sure that the spaces created in these are balanced so that everything works better. You will have 3 different options to choose from for this activity. For each option, there is a short video attached to the slide talking about it. You can choose to watch all of the videos and then decide, or you can skip right to the one that sounds the most interesting to you. Each of these focuses on that bird's eye perspective, but they are all unique. The options are: create a fantasy world map, create the perfect playground layout, or create your perfect town. Once you have picked your option and you have created your art, you can upload your images to this activity along with telling me which option you picked and something interesting about the layout you created.